So it's another Wednesday, mga katribo. Good morning. We're back in Straight Talk, where we break down the business innovations and leadership decisions that directly impact Filipino lives. I'm Chito Lozano. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
And I'm Teddy Montolivero. Today we are diving into smart mobility, digital innovation, and urban solutions. Urban solutions examining how technology and operational leadership can ease everyday challenges like traffic and parking in the Philippines.
Yeah. To help us unpack these issues, we're joined by the Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Luvpark, a rising smart parking technology company providing digital solutions for Filipino motorists.
With a strong background in parking technology and startup leadership, he has been at the forefront of, in terms of transforming how Filipinos search for and reserve parking spaces, bringing efficiency, convenience, and innovation to urban mobility. We have here Mr. Leeroy Livias Shoko, and did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
Okay.
So let's.
And can you
dive
walk
right
us?
in.
Yeah,
Can
maybe.
you walk us through
To your journey into the parking technology industry and what
how,
led you to your
Luvpark
leadership
started?
role at Luvpark? That's a pioneer, right, in the in the Philippines?
Yes, it's actually
a
one of
pioneer.
the first companies here in the Philippines that actually does parking management services and solutions. Yeah. So before I start, Ted, thank you very much for having me.
Yes.
Sechito, thank you so much
Oh, it's
for
our
having me on your
pleasure.
program today.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
I hope the viewers will be very entertained with what we have to discuss about today.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually, I've been in the Philippines for the past 22 years.
22 years. You're
Yes, sir.
Filipino already.
Yeah. So I graduated from the Adventist University of the Philippines, and it's really through my experience being a driver also here in the Philippines. Yung
being a
being a driver. So
Driver.
I also drive, yeah. So ito yung frustration namin.
Drive for a profession?
No, not really drive for a profession, but you know,
like driving your car.
yeah.
Driving
So
your car.
so when I go for meetings, diba? That's really one of the frustrations I had, right?
It's everybody's frustration,
Right.
especially if you live in a place like
Parking.
Metro Manila.
Yes,
You know, I play
true, yes.
Some people resort to praying for their guardian angels. They have a, you say, if you pray to your guardian angel, you'll be able to
Guardian
find
angels.
a parking slot in
Expensive,
SM
guardian
MOA or somewhere, you know,
Yes,
going around.
and actually some people even stand in front of the parking slot to reserve the space. I'm not sure if you've seen this happening in the malls, right, where people stand in front to see. Yeah. Yeah. So through that frustration, you know, I wanted to solve the problem
Yeah.
of having to arrive at your meeting and you don't have an available parking space.
Yes.
Right. And in today's world, diba, you can order your food using Grab,
Yeah.
Food Panda,
Yes, yes.
maraming apps that you can use when it comes to, you know, convenience. Even your doctor's appointment, teleconsultation is very famous, is very popular now.
Yeah.
So through that frustration, how come you can drive all the way from your house? Ako galing Pasig, I come all the way to Makati.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going to park my car. So
okay.
it's crazy to think that in today's age, you can simply just drive. You don't know where you're going to park,
Yes.
right?
It's
So
becoming a hassle to own a car.
it becomes a hassle. So in addition to the traffic, the addition is now the parking. So that frustration, you know, had our company, Luvpark, to really think of a solution to address the problem.
But Mr. Shoko, the reason why I don't drive a car is because the major reason is because I hate parking. I hate to
You
find
look
parking
for
during
a
traffic.
parking
You
space.
end up killing people.
Yes.
Or you stand the risk of being shot
Yeah.
Because you argue about your parking
About the
space.
parking. Yeah, so
Yeah.
those things have actually happened where people actually argue, fight, people are shooting each other just because of a parking space, right?
Yeah.
So what we want to do here at Luvpark is to take the hassle out of having to find parking.
Yes.
So we do partnerships with establishments, we do partnerships
yeah.
with condominiums, open facilities. Maraming yung mga open idle lots that we are converting into parking
Yeah,
facilities.
but it depends on where they are. I mean, if you're going, I mean, if you're going somewhere, then that empty parking, or empty space that you use for parking should be near where I'm going.
Yes, ideally,
it
yes.
should be in the building. Same
Should either
building,
be in the
wherever.
building or it's okay, maybe 100 meters
Nearby.
away, walking,
Yeah.
acceptable walking
Are there
distance.
still
Yes.
that much empty spaces, especially in urban areas or in urban center like
Yes.
Ortigas is a very difficult.
It's a very difficult,
Yeah.
yes. Well,
Ortigas and even here Makati.
well, in Ortigas, there is still a lot of open idle lots which are being converted into parking facilities. So there is that opportunity where, the owner is not yet ready to build a property. So we approach them, we take that property, we convert it into a parking facility. So we are looking for those opportunities. And also we are working with LGUs to help us identify the idle properties, either owned by the LGU or owned by certain individuals. Then we convert those into parking facilities.
Yeah, okay.
But the Luvpark started in Bacolod.
It started in
believe.
Bacolod.
Yes, so Luvpark,
But is there a need for parking space in Bacolod also?
it's a growing city. The demand for parking
Yeah, I'm familiar with Bacolod,
is actually growing. So our founder and CEO, Charles Tumankas, actually came up with this idea when he really wanted to solve the problem in Bacolod. So yes.
Okay, let's just start from the beginning. You said your company or whatever. How did you start it?
So
You invented the app first.
yes, so I co-founded a similar company back in 2015.
2015.
Yes, so that company was later on acquired by the Metro Pacific.
What was it called?
That was called DIBS. D-I-B-Z. Yes.
DIBS.
D-I-B-Z. Zebra.
DIBZ,
Yes.
okay.
But Leroy, 2015 apps are not that popular yet.
That's very true. Apps are not that very popular. So
How did you?
the trending apps at the time mostly Grab, Food Panda.
2015 was Grab already.
Grab was already there. Grab and then Easy Taxi at the time. There was Easy Taxi and
Easy
Grab.
Taxi,
Yes,
Grab,
yes.
Okay.
So you were there already.
So we're already in the industry. We're one of the pioneering startups. So we actually looking at what solutions can we solve for the general public, and also just addressing my own frustration of having to find an available parking space. So you go to many meetings, you cannot find available parking.
Right.
Out of necessity.
So you started it in 2015.
Started it in
Here
2015.
in
Yes.
Metro Manila.
Here in Metro Manila. Yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
So fast forward, 2020, the company was acquired by the Metro Pacific Tollways, part of the MVP group of
So
companies.
you had it for 5 years, no?
We had it for 5 years. Yes.
Was it successful naman? Was it effective?
Well, it was growing, just like every startup.
Startup.
Maraming challenges, diba? You have to raise funds, you have to look for partnerships. So it was perfect synergy for Luvpark and Metro Pacific Tollways to basically have that synergy where we're
At that time, it was already Luvpark.
No, it was still Dibs. It was still
Dibs.
Dibs, yes.
Dibs, yeah.
So we're basically servicing the same customer base, yung mga motorists, diba? So, of course, one of the biggest challenges of the motorists is really having to find a parking space. And we really wanted to add additional services to the services that the group was already providing for parking. So parking was something that would complement the business. But of course, as the pandemic went on, we also had challenges
2020.
in 2020. Yes.
So Metro Pacific bought it in 2020.
in 2020.
And
yes.
then Wow, perfect timing.
Oh, well.
Not necessarily perfect timing though, but
Perfect timing because you got rid of it and then you gave it to you gave it to
That's the
Mr.
time that-
MVP.
and that's
And so MVP
practically
was
no business.
well, but it was a very good partnership to say, and a very good acquisition.
was it a straight acquisition? I mean, straightforward. Like
Yes,
you
it was
just sold it and then you're
100% acquisition. Yes, it was
100%. So
100% acquisition.
you were no longer part of it.
Well, we were still part of it in the sense that we got
The operations.
employed.
Ah, you
Yes,
get it.
to
You're operating it.
yes, we got employed to continue running and operating the business. So
good.
no longer as a founder of the company, but we were still very much involved in terms of growing the company. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. And then was it based in Makati?
Actually, our office during the time was based in SM North EDSA.
SM
SM North EDSA.
North End.
Yes.
Wow, ang layo ah.
Yes. From Makati, of course. Yes.
Yeah, from Makati.
Yeah.
And then, so what happened? How did
Yeah,
Mr. Dumancas discover it?
Sir Charles actually had also his own idea. He had the vision of solving the problems in Bacolod. So
How did you meet?
So
he knew. How did
we met through a mutual friend that introduced us together. So we actually met in Bacolod during the time that I was in Bacolod, right? And it was through that communication that we had, we said, I think the vision is aligned in terms of wanting to solve the growing problem, and his love for Bacolod, having to ensure that the parking situation, which is already growing and becoming a big problem, can be addressed before it becomes something big, right? So through those communications, we decided, okay, you know what? I think there's an opportunity for us to be able to work together long term, and God willingly, there was that opportunity when the MVP group was now looking at letting go of the business, and Sir Charles was there to say, you know what? This is perfect timing. So the vision was aligned already. So
What year was that? What year was that?
that was 2024. 2024.
After
Yes.
the pandemic.
After the pandemic. Yeah.
very recent.
So 2025, he assumed the business, and we really started to take off from there. So as of last year, we've actually added additional 15 new parking facilities
In Bacolod? or here?
across Metro Manila and also in Bacolod. So,
Where in Bacolod, may I ask?
so Sir Charles is originally based in Bacolod. They are from Bacolod.
No, I know, but where in Bacolod?
So we're actually operating one of the biggest establishments there, Ayala Mall Central.
Ayala Mall Central?
Yes.
Is that new? Bago ata yan ah.
It's been there for many years. So we're operating
the mall.
The
Ayala
mall.
Mall.
The
Okay,
mall,
okay,
yes.
Okay, yes.
And we also have other facilities close to LaSalle. We have other facilities also, very
Lacson.
very close to
Lacson
Lacson Street. Yes. So in Bacolod, we have multiple facilities that we are managing, and we're still growing in terms of the partnerships that we're securing.
So it's just a partnership.
So
Your Metro Manila operations is fused with that of Mr. Duancas.
Yes. So all the Metro Manila operations are 100% under Luvpark. So Luvpark operates, manages the facilities. We invest in technology. We equip the facilities with hardware systems, yung mga barriers, yung mga entry terminals, exit terminals.
So you provide
So it's
all
like
of those
parking spaces,
equipment.
Yes.
Well, okay. Where in Metro Manila, where are you located? Where are your parking
So
spaces?
here in Makati, we have 4 locations that we operate in Makati.
Where is it?
So we have in Valero, we have in La Vista, we also have in Victoria de Makati area.
Victoria de Makati.
Not far away from here,
Is it near Walter Mart?
near Watermat, yes. That's along Washington Street.
No, Washington. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also have facilities in Pasay.
Quezon City.
Yes, Quezon City, we also have facilities there. And then we also have partnerships with the likes of SMDC condominiums. In Mandaluyong, we have facilities there.
Yeah.
And then we have some properties that we recently converted, yung mga idle lots in Ortigas, in Balintawak. And then right now we're working on a project that will be launched also in Ortigas in partnership with the Rockwell Group.
No, which?
with Rockwell.
Rockwell.
Yes.
Rockwell's going to put up are they going to put up in Ortigas?
Yes, the one in Ortigas next to the medical city.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So,
Well, Rockwell's
Leroy,
good.
do you
That's great,
see
that's
any
great, yeah.
challenges to your business right now?
Boy, kasi pioneers sila talaga eh. Grabe.
And it's
Congratulations,
been here
Mr.
for a
Shoko.
long time.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have a very good, strong team that's behind Luvpark. So it's not just me alone.
What is it?
We have a very big team.
Big team.
Yeah, we have a very big team that is powering the growth of Luvpark. So just like any other company, there's a lot of challenges, of course, that you face.
Yeah.
If you want to be the first in the market, so you always have challenges because you're trying to address a problem which not many people have come out to address, right? So we know that parking is a big problem.
Yeah, especially Metro Manila, grabe.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
Makati.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Ortigas.
especially Makati, BGC,
All over.
All
Yeah.
over.
All over.
everywhere.
BGC, are you in BGC as well?
We're actually planning to open 3 facilities in BGC.
Yes.
We're just in the final negotiations with our potential clients that we're going to be servicing. So we're looking at BGC as our next location where we're going to be opening facilities there.
You need BGC needs.
So,
Yes.
Leroy, we're having a commercial break. Maybe when we get back, you can tell us the nitty-gritty of how to use
The system, yeah.
system.
Grabe, I mean, wow, I mean, I'm really interested in this thing.
We're having a break.
It's such an interesting, it's just interesting.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montalibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Okay, here I will ask you.
Yeah.
There's a question here. Technology adoption can sometimes be slow. How do you encourage both property owners and motorists to embrace digital parking reservations?
Yeah, so that's actually a very good question because not everyone is tech savvy, right? So what we try to do is really to educate our customers and also educate our clients, right? How the technology that we provide can actually provide transparency.
Yeah.
Transparency is really important when it comes to revenue collections, yung mga revenue assurances. So in every partnership that we enter into, we provide the dashboards to our clients for them to be able to have access to all the transactions, all the revenues collected. And then on the side of the customers, we're actually doing a promotion where we incentivize them to try the technology. So when you download the mobile application, meron yung 100 pesos free. So that at least you don't have to put in your own money, right? You want to try out the service, experience the convenience that we provide through the mobile application. And once you experience it for the first time, with the free 100 pesos that we provide, it becomes
300 pesos?
100 pesos, yeah. So it's free once you download. So the application is also free for you to download it. And the moment you try it, you start to really experience the convenience provided by Luvpark, right?
Do you charge by the minute, by the hour?
So we're just like every other parking management company in the sense that our pricing is hourly, so we charge hourly rates. Yes.
Hourly.
And then for the motorcycles, we charge a flat rate, which ranges between 40 pesos to 60 pesos. Yes.
The whole day.
The whole day. That's for 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours. What about for the cars? How many hours?
So for the cars, it ranges from the first 2 hours to 3 hours. And then in some areas for the cars, like in Bacolod, 20 pesos per entry. So that's already good for 12 hours. As
12
long
hours?
as 12 hours, yes.
Wow. Okay. So you must have a lot. Do you have a lot of customers in Bacolod?
Yes, in
I would
Bacolod,
imagine,
actually,
yes.
so in areas where we operate, the parking is always full, right? And we're actually adding additional facilities to meet the demand.
Kasi 20 pesos lang eh.
20 pesos?
Yes.
What about
That
here?
100 pesos can buy you how many hours?
So,
12 hours in Bacolod.
yes,
The
so
100 pesos.
no, the 100 pesos, it depends with the location where you park.
Ah.
Of course, in Makati, the parking is higher
expensive.
compared to, let's
much
say,
is it in
Pasay. So it ranges from 50 pesos first 3 hours to
Per 3 hours.
first 3 hours, yes.
So,
So similar to what you pay when you go to the likes of SM, Ayala. Yes.
Actually, SM shouldn't charge. Show you
it's a
receipt.
different
Yeah.
I have a receipt here for 20,000 pesos. I shop.
going to
Should.
the different.
But what about say? So the rates are not uniform.
The rates are not
Makati
uniform.
different.
Yeah. So
BGC would be about maybe the same.
Makati and BGC is more or less the same, depending on the establishment, right?
Quezon City.
Quezon City is, well, I would say fairly lower compared to Makati and BGC.
What about Green Hills?
Green Hills, I would put it in the same ballpark figure as Makati. Yeah, because again, one thing that we also understand that parking is real estate, right?
Yeah, right.
So there's a cost to providing the service of parking.
Yeah.
And just to clarify why establishments have to charge for parking, it's also the protection of your vehicle. Makano yung kotse mo? 1 million, 1.5 million. So if you deposit the vehicle into the parking establishments,
It's protected.
it's protected. Sometimes there's a security guard, right? And also,
and those entails
Yes.
expenses.
yes, and if there are any damages that will happen to the vehicle during the time that vehicle is parked, most professional parking companies like ourselves, we would have an insurance policy.
Do you have an
taken
insurance
out.
policy?
We always have an insurance policy in the parking facilities that we run and operate.
So for damages, you know that for break-ins,
For damages, for break-ins, yeah. So
for
those,
theft. I mean, the whole car would be.
well, those incidences where we are found to be negligent, right? Of course, if we're negligent and then we take responsibility and we take accountability for that. There are incidences where, of course, you left your window open and then someone took something from a vehicle. That's the negligence of the customer.
Yeah.
But what we take accountability for is if our signage falls down on your car, if someone comes and kidnaps your vehicle within our parking facility, which we're supposed to protect your vehicle.
That's your
Yes.
responsibility.
Yes. And now, how much is the cost you have to pay for that? 50 peso lang. 70 pesos, right? So looking at the value of your vehicle and how much you have to pay for the parking,
That's true.
I think, you really cannot compare the value that the operators are providing.
Does a lot owner can contact you or look for you, or are you the active the one who looks for the lots?
Ah,
So
so-
you have managers.
So it's actually both. The property managers would seek to have our services, and we are also constantly looking for property owners, property managers who need parking management solutions, because parking is our core business, right?
Yeah.
We are in the parking management business.
So as Schumart, Schumart is your client.
Yes.
SM is your client.
Yes, we also
Schumite.
work with SMOs,
Ayala.
SMDC.
What about
Yes,
Ayala?
we also operate in Ayala Malls. We have the Ayala Malls Feliz, and then we also have Ayala Malls Capital Central in Bacolod. Yes.
Yeah, great.
In the malls.
In the malls, yes.
Although,
that's
so you
not
own the parking lot in Ayala Mall?
No, we don't own the property. We manage the property.
No, so that's your
That's our
Do
partnership
you
with
operate
Ayala.
that parking space, the parking mall there in Ayala Mall, the one that
Yes.
goes around and around and around? But, grabe yun. It was there.
Yeah.
How do you share with the principal, the owners of the parking lots?
So it depends. It depends with the partnership, right? Some partnership we do a revenue sharing business model where all the revenues that we collect and then we do a sharing. or we lease the property outright.
Lease the property,
Yes,
yeah.
so it becomes a lease engagement. And then we manage, we provide security, we provide the equipments to run the parking.
Like in SM Mall, before you enter, you already have to pay your parking fee, right?
Yes.
So when we book your services, how does that work?
So
You still have to pay.
Do you show something in your phone?
yes. So once you book the parking on the application that we provide,
Right.
you get a QR code, and that QR code you just have to present it at entrance.
That's when you
So
should show
you don't need to pay cash anymore.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Actually-
a convenience also.
Actually, that's one of the challenges that we want to address, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So it's really the challenge of having to pay cash. So sometimes there's a big line
Yeah,
in the
right.
mall
Right.
Exactly.
because everyone wants to pay cash.
So
Yes.
the property also welcomes that because then there's no clogging.
There's no clogging. Yes. So either at the exit, the line is clogging because
Galing.
someone takes out a 1,000 peso
Boy,
bill.
my goodness, I think you really have a fantastic
Yeah.
business.
Change.
Someone takes out 1,000 pesos to pay for 50 pesos
Yeah.
And
parking.
argument
Like,
starts.
yeah.
The argument
Like,
starts. Yeah.
right now, people don't really bring in a lot of cash here. Yeah,
Yes,
everything is plastic. You know?
Everything is digital wallets, right? So Maya, Gcash. Right.
You have a tie-up with Maya and Gcash?
We have a tie-up with Maya. Yes.
But
And
my
then-
Gcash, no.
So through Maya we accept Gcash payments.
Ah, okay.
Because of MVP.
Yeah, of course we favor Maya to a great extent, but of course Gcash we accept those Gcash payments, of course, powered by Maya.
Yeah, Leroy, in terms of data and analysis, how important is user behavior insight in improving your platform and decision making?
Yeah, so as a parking management application, we're always constantly looking for data that will help us to be able to, okay, which area should we open the next parking facility, right? And also having to understand our customers. Coming from the Metro Pacific Tollway, I also understood that we're not just parking vehicles, but these are people with personalities. So you really have to understand where the demand is really coming from. And with that data, we now have to look for facilities either close to government offices, if the demand is really for government offices, right? SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, BIR,
That would help.
right? So we find locations
parking
closer to those
spaces
establishments.
there.
And then, of course, we also look at the hospitals, the demand for
hospitals.
parking in hospitals.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Makati Med.
Makati Med, St.
Palagi.
Luke's, all of those areas. So we're constantly looking for, locations where we can be able to provide our services. But also, we see the demand of parking when we talk to the government units like MMDA. We always reach out to MMDA to really find out, okay, what are the plans that they have in terms of street parking, right? Recently, of course, there's a discussion in the media.
Are you going to street parking also?
Well, in the streets that are allowed, of course, street parking is not allowed along the Mabuhay lanes, right?
That's already, LGU na yan eh.
Yes. So we work closely also with the LGUs to understand what's their demand and where we can be able to provide additional parking facilities. So, of course, at the City Hall, you need parking at the City Hall, right? So if the LGUs have requirements for us to build a multi-level steel parking, we're very much open to working with LGUs to build multi-level steel parking facilities. Yeah. And
Okay.
and also within the streets of the LGUs, we can standardize street parking within those LGUs, similar to what we are working to do in Bacolod. So in Bacolod, we're planning to implement street parking.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, in
Bacolod.
which areas in Bacolod?
So if you look at the Hall of Justice area,
Yeah.
there's a lot of vehicles that
The
just park.
Lagoon area?
Yes, where the lagoon area is. So there's a lot of people that just park everywhere along the streets, right? So what we want to do is really to standardize it, make sure that it's properly marked and vehicles don't just, crowd the streets. Yeah, so that's one area that we're looking at. And then we're also looking at, like, for example, Poblacion here in Makati.
Yeah.
So the parking is just everywhere. So, but they do allow street parking, right?
Poblasyon, nako, jackpot ka dyan. That's really a problem.
I know,
You
I know.
People,
Yeah,
people, if they live in Rockwell, they just walk.
they just walk.
Because
yeah.
they have, I don't know what the situation is now, but I think at one point in time, the Makati government really did not allow any parking in Poblacion anymore.
Yes.
It was really a problem. Of course,
Until now,
establishments
yes.
up to now.
Until now, it's
So
still a
how-
very big problem
So how do
until now.
people go to Poblacion? All
So-
the establishments must be crying foul.
So people would either park along the streets, or of course you can
You
still.
cannot
Which
park
is
along the
illegal.
streets anymore in Poblacion, di ba?
Oh, they allow street parking mostly at night. At night they
that's
do
right.
allow street parking.
And then,
yeah.
of course, they
along
have-
Kalayan.
Yeah, watch your car boys there.
Yes. So they have people there that are charging. So it's not regularized. So that's what we want to do. We want to really come in and say, you know what, how can we standardize the parking operations in those LGUs?
Kalaban mo dyan, mga watch your car boys.
Yeah.
you got rid of their
Yeah,
business.
how do you deal with them? Those are really standard problem.
Yeah, so what we're basically doing is we talk directly to the LGUs, right? And through the LGU, we then propose a system to be put in place. Of course, we don't want to displace the employment of these parking guys who are running the parking. But what we want to do is we give them proper employment.
Yeah.
Right,
So
we
you
can
employ them. Yeah,
so
that's
we
great,
employ
di
them,
ba?
we create jobs for
You
them.
give them uniforms.
We give them uniforms so that even you as the customer, you
You
feel
already,
comfortable, right,
Yes.
to park there and get a ticket, right? Yes.
Alam mo, when you park in Poblacion, when you park your car, it's really 50-50. When you give
Yeah.
them, okay, kasi how do you know you're really enjoying there? They're ransacking your car. Wala
But
ka,
you're
and then they
paying
just
the right
leave.
amount.
Di
Yeah.
ba? They just you open your, get your valuables. If you're stupid enough to leave your valuables there. Don't I have so many questions pa. What about, are you thinking of other areas like Cebu, for instance? Oh, Cebu is another
You're
gold
planning to
mine.
go into Cebu.
Yes.
Baguio, my gosh, the parking in Baguio is terrible.
There's a lot of
Yes,
places
Aren't you looking at those places?
So we're actually looking at Baguio. We're very
Baguio.
interested to enter Baguio. We're
Yeah.
very open to standardizing their street parking, even looking at building additional parking facilities.
Yeah.
So
Grabe talaga ang Baguio. They need-
So
they need really.
I've actually had the request of the good mayor, Mayor Magalong,
Have you met
right?
him?
I've met him during my time with the Metro Pacific Tollways.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a really growing problem in Baguio when it
Yeah,
comes to parking.
Grabe talaga.
So we want to solve that. We're very interested. If there are opportunities in Baguio, we're very open to working with the good mayor in Baguio.
Now, what about Iloilo and Cebu?
Iloilo,
Iloilo,
of course, Iloilo is very close to our home base in
Yeah,
Bacolod.
Bacolod.
So we're actually looking at locations in Iloilo where we can implement our
I
parking
think
management
especially the
services.
Calerial area.
Yes,
the
yes.
downtown. They really need.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't you want to go into similar, like, this park your car, leave it there, and then there will be a service vehicle to bring you to the airport, you take your flight, and then when you go back, the park and
Park and fly.
Park and fly.
Park and fly.
park and
yes.
fly, yeah.
Yeah, so we are looking at those solutions as well, because you can actually reserve the parking in advance, right? And then there's a shuttle service to bring you to the airport. So park and fly is one sector of our business that we're also looking at.
Are you looking at it?
Yes, but right now our main focus really is on park and ride facilities.
Park
you,
and
you mga park and ride. So
Park and ride,
So you park your vehicle, you ride the LRT,
Motorcycles.
you ride it's a carousel.
Yeah,
So
right.
we have facilities that we're building which are close to LRT, MRT,
Yeah.
it's a carousel bus stations along EDSA. So that's what we're actually starting with, and then we're going to be moving out
Yeah.
into closer to the airport.
Yeah.
The rates will be the same for motorcycles and
The rate will still be the same, 40 pesos flat rate for the whole day.
Yeah.
So instead of you driving all the way to Makati,
Yes.
you can park at Balintawak and hop into the MRT and go all the way to Makati. Yeah.
Don't you have any competition?
Well, there is competition, of course,
May
from
competitor na kayo?
well, From traditional parking, of course. We have the traditional
But
parking
no other,
operators.
but no similar company.
App-based.
No similar company is doing mobile app parking reservations.
So you should really, ensure that you should ensure that your service is fine and all that, because
Yeah.
We're
Boy.
getting into the final
you know,
part of our program.
yeah. If you could give one piece of advice to aspiring tech entrepreneurs looking to solve real-world Filipino problems,
This is
what would be that
really
advice?
Well, my advice to entrepreneurs would be this: focus on addressing the problem, right? Don't be drawn with all the noise around, right? Focus on the problem. Focus on creating a solution for that particular problem. Experience the problem yourself, and firsthand you know and understand how you can solve the problem.
Yeah.
If I can give an example, so if you look at parking is a problem that is faced by every motorist, right? I always say to my team that we're a private company in public service, right? I got that saying from Sec Babes, Sabini Sec Babes. We are a private company in public service,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
So we're servicing the Filipino people, the motorists every day. So I have to experience the problem myself firsthand for me to know what solution can I apply to that problem, right? So for entrepreneurs who have something that they really want to solve out there, you really have to experience it, and firsthand you know how to solve it,
Yes.
right? And the rest is really up to your dedication, your hard work, how much time you're willing to sacrifice for you to be able to achieve your dream at the end of the day. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been in, since you started the business in 2015, right?
Yes.
So up to now, 2026.
26, 11,
That's
11,
11 years.
11
Yes.
years.
Fantastic.
Right.
So I wish you more success.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank you very
great-
much.
I
Yeah.
think it is a great business.
Mm.
And I mean, it really,
It's a novel
real problems. Parking. Parking
Well,
in a
aside from
metropolis.
traffic, there's parking, right? So you have to go through the traffic,
It's
and then
always-
yeah,
I mean, at least you solve
Always
one
go
aspect of
together.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, traffic is a.
Well, I also believe that, you know, just looking at Metro Manila as a whole, if we can be able to, you know, solve the problem of parking, I think it can alleviate a lot of the congestion, the traffic issue, because maraming ikot-ikot once you get to Makati. So that ikot-ikot that continues to happen
I remember.
adds to the traffic, right? It adds to the traffic. So vehicles just going round. Yeah.
See a problem, one time before, way back when I would drive every day, where I had an office in National Life in Ayala. There's a private parking lot. And you already, just because I was a tenant in the building, I already have a parking slot. You think that would work? No. When you go in there, boom, it's occupied.
Yeah.
Some other people rent it or whatever, and you get, and then you just go around and around and around, and
Yes.
you lose your temper, and then you know, it's so your business is really fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
That's
Yeah.
a problem. Somebody occupies your space.
Your space, yeah,
always.
yeah.
But then yours guaranteed.
Yes,
They cannot hijack.
Because
the
no
spot.
one can hijack that spot, especially in facilities where we operate.
There's an equipment.
There's an
already.
equipment that we put in place.
I mean, nobody
Yes.
in the first place. There's a barrier already.
There's a barrier already. Yes.
You will
So
say, oh, no,
Yeah.
all spaces occupied, all slots. So you can't go inside.
Right.
yeah. Actually, what differentiates us from the traditional companies is we have a technology that we put in place. Everything is developed in-house.
What do you mean technology?
So our mobile application partnered with our dashboards, our point of sale, everything is developed by Luvpark.
Okay.
So since everything is developed by Luvpark, we are very flexible to make changes, right? Unlike other companies.
Yes.
Yes. And then the mobile application itself, of course, it tells you where you can park.
Yeah.
So the difference between us and Waze or Google Maps is, about when I was coming here, I used Google Maps. So Google told me, okay, this is the area where you're going, right?
Yeah.
But when I get there, there's no parking. The parking is full. So those applications don't tell you if the parking is available
Yes.
or
Yeah,
how much the parking
Only
is.
directions.
It gives you direction only.
Directions, no.
So we're basically just going the extra mile
The extra mile.
to assure you of the
Yes.
availability of the parking.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yes.
So,
It's hard enough already to get negotiate traffic from
Yeah.
Quezon City to Makati. When you arrive in Makati,
Yeah.
if you had the gun, you shoot somebody. But why cannot get parking?
Why can I get a parking? Yeah. So those things are always happening. That's why we say taking the hassle out of parking.
Yeah, that's a big, fantastic
very
help.
enlightening.
Okay, great.
So, maraming salamat, Mr. Shoko, for sharing your insights on smart mobility, digital transformation, and how innovation in parking technology can improve. Yeah,
life
they
for
improve the
Filipino
daily
motorists,
life for
okay.
Filipino motorists.
Your experience in operational leadership and tech-driven solutions highlights how startups like Luvpark can contribute to easing congestion, improving efficiency, and modernizing urban systems.
As you've shown, solving everyday problems like finding parking can have a meaningful ripple effect on productivity, business activity, and overall urban experience.
Because when innovation is practical and accessible, it doesn't just disrupt industries, it improves lives.
So thank you for joining us on Straight Talk. Catch us again next time as we continue conversations that matter to the nation. I'm Chito Lozada.
And I'm Teddy Mutulibano. Maraming salamat and always stay informed.
Narito na naman ang inyong lingkod, Manong Joe, para sagutin ang inyong tanong. May tanong tayo mula kay Javier Domingo, isa pong netizen. Manong Joe, paano pag sa Metro Manila tumama ang lindol, handa ba ang Meralco? Ito ang sagot, Javier, at maganda yung tanong mo. Napapanahon talaga na pagandaan ang anumang uri ng sakuna, maging ito ay lindol, malakas na bagyo at kung anuman, sa dami ng kalamidad na nararanasan natin mula sa mga nangyayaring lindol hanggang sa mga pagbaha, malakas na hangin at iba pa, ang kaligtasan ng bawat customer ang prioridad ng Meralco. Tinitiyak namin na ginagawa ang lahat para mapanatiling ligtas at maayos ang aming serbisyo at mga pasilidad. Pinapalitan namin ang mga poste ng mas matibay na gawa sa konkreto at pakal. Inililipat din ang mga poste sa mga lugar na ligtas. Regular na nagsasagawa ng tree trimming at wire clearing ang Meralco para hindi maapektuhan ang mga linya ng kuryente o makayanan ang anumang bagyo o lindol. Nagsasagawa rin ang Meralco ng re-insulation at conductor shielding ng mga linya namin, pagpapatibay ng mga lighting protection system, pati na rin ang pagkakabit ng mga smart device para agad na matukoy ang mga posibleng alalahanin ukol sa serbisyo ng kuryente. Kung kakailanganin, handa po ang Meralco na pansamantalang mag-de-energize upang masiguro ang kaligtasan ng publiko. Kadalasan po namin itong ginagawa kapag tumataas ang tubig baha o di kaya ay napakalakas ng bagyo. Kasama na rin ang uga ng lindol. Pagkatapos naman po ng anuman sakuna, maging po ito'y bagyo o lindol, at may na-damage po kami facilities, bumagsak na linya o ano ba man, huwag ho ninyong lapitan. Hayaan ninyo ang aming mga crew ang gumawa ng kinakailangan para masigurong ligtas ang pagkukumpuni. Kapag sigurado na po tayo na ligtas nang bumalik sa bahay, siguro po tingnan muna natin ang sitwasyon sa loob at siguraduhin din na yung ating mga internal wiring facilities ay nasa maayos na kalagayan. Bago pa man abutin ng tubig baha yung inyong mga outlet, patayin na muna ang main switch sa bahay at i-unplug ang mga appliances. Kung may electrical hazard, agad itong i-report sa amin sa Meralco sa pamamagitan ng My Meralco app. Nasa social media din po kami, Facebook at X, yung dating Twitter, o sa Meralco hotline bilang 16211. Pwede din kayong mag-text sa numerong ito. Tandaan mga katribo na sa panahon ng kalamidad, ang pagiging alerto at maingat ay susi sa kaligtasan. Ako po muli ang inyong lingkod si Manong Joe, Saldariaga para sa Ask Manong Joe. Hanggang sa muli mga katribo. At sa mga nanonood sa Daily Tribune.